Curtin University. He's studying creative writing and human sexuality. Kai lived in the US and in Japan before moving to Perth. He attended Presbyterian Ladies College at Peppermint Grove. When he read about the investigation into Safe Schools Coalition, Kai started his own Facebook page to encourage students to share their stories. His page is called Why I Need Safe Schools. It makes for fascinating reading. If you wanted to share your story about why you need safe schools, that is the place where you can go and write and tell us your story. We're so grateful to have Kai here. He is a spoken word poet and he is very active in the Curtin queer community. Welcome, Kai Schweizer.
Hello. Hello. First of all, I want to remind everyone who's here, especially all the young people, that in spite of what those 6 people say, there is nothing wrong with you. To all the parents who have queer kids, there is nothing wrong with your children. And we should all be free to go to school and get an education without constant fear of harassment. And that goes for the teachers too, that work in schools and should be allowed to teach in freedom. So yeah, I started a page because I wanted everyone to have a chance to share their stories in a public way. And the main reason is there's a lot of kids in school that don't get a chance to share their stories because they're too scared to come out of the closet. So we have an anonymous option where kids can send their stories to me and I will post them anonymously. So please, even if you're in the closet, you can send your stories to me and I will put them out there for you. Yep, cool. So, I wanted to start off by saying, this is not just about bullying, this is also about being too scared to come out of the closet because you're afraid you could be bullied. It's about being afraid to come out to your parents because you're afraid you will end up homeless. We need to live in a world where kids are taught from a young age that it is okay to be gay, so that when they grow up and become teachers, or become lawyers, or become policemen, that they know it is okay to be gay, and it is important to treat gay people and queer people like everyone else. When I was in school, at a ladies' college. Oh, what's the match for?
Are we talking about children or gay people?
Both.
Come over here, Kai. Come and stand over here. Thank you.
Hello. When I was in high school, I didn't feel like it was safe to come out just because I didn't know if I would be protected or if I would be expelled for being the only man at an all-girls school. I didn't know if I could go to a counselor even and tell them because I thought they would tell my parents. And with the current changes to safe schools, if you go to a counselor seeking information about being gender diverse, they call your parents and ask for their permission to give you that information. Another big problem is to do with safe binding and tucking. I don't know if everyone knows what that is, but if you do it wrong and you're not given the information properly, you can die from doing it wrong. Thank you for our supporter at the front. It's okay. I just think that no one, even the people back there, should ever have to experience abuse or violence. No one should have to experience abuse or violence, regardless of their beliefs. So, to address Reclaim Australia very shortly and very minimally, I wanted to thank them for coming out and giving us so much publicity. They've got the news here for us. Thank you. And a friendly reminder that all this controversy, as much as it sucks, has caused a bunch of schools to sign up to the program. So thank you. Those 6 people do not represent the beliefs of 90% of Australia. So I just wanted to finish off by reading 2 of the stories from the page, because those people that are anonymous won't have a chance to have their voices heard otherwise. So the first one is from a 19-year-old. He says, I need safe schools so that people can learn about gender and the gender spectrum. I need safe schools because when I was 17, before I knew what transgender was, I need safe schools so that young transgender people can learn to accept themselves in a safe, understanding school environment, so that they don't need to struggle for years with internalized self-hate and transphobia, so that young people can come out and be accepted by their peers. I need safe schools so that transgender people don't try to kill themselves as many times as I have before my 20th birthday. I need safe schools.